Okay, as you can see, our project was about making a vlog or a blog. We practiced teaching at Al Huzai School. It is in Rahat. The project is made by me, Noha, and Balsam. And this is our school, and we taught three different levels. I don't know why, but like they put the students at the classes by level, by their level in all materials. So our master teacher was Inas, and the pedagogical advisor is Ina. Noha.
Okay, first can hear my sound because my internet is so slow. So sorry for that. The goal of this project is to make students create their own blog or blog depending on the level. And this project, we can combine all four skills: writing, reading, and listening. And the main focus was on speaking because it is, in our opinion, it is an ignored skill on most of the school. So the main goal is to make students use the English they learn to speak. Even who choose to make a blog, they had to present it on the front of the class. So this project was aimed for a 9th grade. It contains 5 lessons. Our classes, me and Duha and Balsam, have different levels. Therefore, after we planned for the project, we had to adapt the project to each level. So it will suit the students' level on each class. So now we will see the outcomes of our project. We will see the students' work, and then we will continue explaining about the project. Duha, can you play the video?
So today my topic is gonna be about life. We are born and we work hard to make our dreams come true. Then we die. We walk until we fall. Then we rise and walk again. But what is life? Well, the answer is so simple. Life is just a game. You work hard for your big dreams. But my main point is that one day you will hate that game so much and you just want to surrender. Well, don't do that. Put your own rules and play again. These are just simple advices to live your life. At the end, I want to say, God help you. Peace.
Hi, my name is Ziad. I am 14 years old. I study in Al Huzai Junior High School. In this vlog, I will talk about my daily life in the month of Ramadan. Well, I start my day like any other student by waking up early and taking shower and go straight out of school at noon. After that, I take a small nap. When I wake up, I go to do my homework. When I finish my homework, I go to play FIFA 21 or any other games. And at 7 p.m. I go to eat. And at night I watch movies. That's it. Thank you for watching.
Hi, my name is Hazem from Palestine. I'm 14 years old. I live with my family, which consists 4 people. I'm the 5 is 2 brothers, my mother and my father. At the afternoon prayer, comes, and after the prayer, reading the Quran, and after I finish reading the Quran, come back to the house to help my mother with the household matters, and after that, the Maghrib permits, I pray and sit with my family, follow my favorite program, Guide for Help. Thank you, have a good time, bye.
Hello, my name is Rahma. I am from Israel. I am 14 years old. My birthday is on 16 December. In my free time, I also like to film videos. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth.
We first, can you hear my sound? I'm not sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Duha, yeah?
Yes, we can hear you, Noha.
Okay, good. So we chose this project for many reasons. We chose this project for many reasons. First of all, it makes the student producer. The student will be active, not passive. He will use the English that he learned. It also will encourage him to speak. We believe that the student should practice and speak English more in schools. The theme of this project relevant to the students' age. They are teens, so they use their phones and social media tools most of the time. And it will also activate their background knowledge, and they can use it to participate in the class, and they will have some ideas about the subject. So it will facilitate their process, their learning process. It also makes the student creative. It is interesting for them, and it also demonstrates knowledge. Using this project, the teacher can actually know the level of the student. He can also see what the student know. Yes, Duha, you can continue.
Okay. When it comes to the objectives of the whole lessons about in the project itself, and I must say that those objectives are inserted from the lesson plans themselves. The first, I'm trying to put it in the correct order. The student will be able to introduce themselves, which was the first step in making a vlog. Second, the student will be able to extract certain information from a vlog. In the beginning of the project, we present a general vlog, and they had to answer certain question about it. Then the student will be able to compare and contrast between what is a vlog and what is a blog. In this step, we use Venn diagram and Venn diagram, yes. Fourth objective is to make the student familiar with words related more to vlogs or blogs. Then the student write about personal things and general things, which we call it a script. We explained what is a script means exactly for them. Then the step we worked for 5 lessons, making a blog or a blog as Duha students make. Then the inserted or we depended on in different skills, as Noha mentioned, with the objectives, which is first listening with the general vlog, then writing, which is introducing themselves, and speaking skills, which is made by a vlog. When it comes to lesson planning, we first taught them how to self introduction to self yes, to self introduction. We shared a worksheet with general points like hobbies, habits, favorite things, and things like this. Um, Okay, then as I mentioned, comparing between a vlog, no, comparing between a vlog and a blog, we use a text to insert certain information about the differences and maybe the similarities between a vlog and a blog. We used the Venn diagrams, as I mentioned, which was a great tool as we observed in our lessons to make the comparison effective more. Then, according to our lesson plans, is actually starting planning for a vlog or a blog as Duha did with her students, teaching how to write script, what to start with and what to end with, like choosing a topic, then writing, then practicing it, which is emphasize the writing skill. For the first step is actually practice. We focused on oral skills, pronunciation, accuracy, and fluency. This is was were checked by the teacher, and also we used peer evaluation. For example, my class level allowed me to depend on this step, which is peer evaluation. So I did it. Um, the last step is the teacher's feedback. When they submit or showed their scripts, the teacher give feedback. The last step in lesson planning is presenting the vlogs and the blogs. In the last lesson or maybe two lessons, the students were able to share what they worked for previous lessons. My class presented vlogs, which emphasize also the skill of speaking. I gave them two options because their level allows me to, which is either to record a video, which is a vlog actually, or to present it live in the classroom. That's it, Gears. Okay. When it comes to adaptation, three of us get three different levels. I get the ninth A, which is advanced level. So I choose from the beginning not to let them make a blog, because I'm not gonna say easy, but it's clear for them. They can write about themselves. It's obvious. In the activities themselves, in the lesson plans, I try to upgrade the tasks. I ask them whether to make a vlog or to present it live, as I mentioned, and not a blog. Because I saw, and the master teacher also saw that they can do a vlog. A blog is something easy for them.
Okay.
Noha?
Turn the slide.
So the level of my class is intermediate. Therefore, I decided first of all to focus in one subject, which is daily routine. In addition to self-introduction, I taught them about how to talk about their daily routine. I taught them about present simple, and I provide them with different examples so they will have an idea of how to prepare their blog. I also provide them with several options so it will suit the different levels. So I ask them or to prepare a vlog or to present it in front of the class. And for the weak and the shy students, I ask them to at least to write their vlog and to present it in front of the class or to read it at least. I want to see them try. trying. Yes.
Okay, so I had the ninth B grade. We started like with the same procedure. We started with the same lesson plans, but you know, in the middle we thought that we can't do the same lesson plan for the three classes. We had different levels of students. Like for example, I wanted my students to make a vlog, but like in the second lesson, I just wanted to discuss it with them, to ask them will who can do a vlog. So no one. They said we can't make a vlog. So I decided to move on, to lower the level, and to ask them to make a blog. Even Regina, when she came, she advised us this. She said, "You see, your class level is weak, so you can't give them the same thing as Balsam and Noha. And Noha can't give the same thing as Balsam, which she has the highest level." So next day, she said, even Regina said, "Don't use a textbook. She said, a text to teach them about a blog. Just give them the steps. Be focused." And I did what she said, and I applied her advice. And what was really, really good about this project, that it was in the practice teaching week, and we got all the lectures observing our lessons and giving us advices how to improve it and to make it better. So even Adina came in the third lesson after I told them about how the steps of making a blog. And then she said, "Why are you giving them options? It makes them more confused, like to make any blog." She said, "You taught them how to introduce themselves, so make it a self-introduction blog." And this is what I did. And we made a blog, and it was successful and productive. So these are part of the vlogs of my class. As you can see here, Iliam is a very good student. She managed to write a lot. She managed to write a beginning, body, and a conclusion, a closer for her blog. Like Firas is an intermediate, as you can see. He wrote less. And this one is Salwa. She's a special needs student. She couldn't write a lot, but was for me a great achievement to get her writing. That she wrote is a great achievement, because usually when you ask her, "What is your name?" she won't answer. She can't hold the pencil. Okay, the teaching methods that we used in our class is peer work and individual work. The peer work was mainly in Noha's and Basam classes. In my class, it was more individual work, because they needed more work, more help, my help. So in the last two classes, I give them individual work, and I moved from student to another to make sure that all of them have idea about what to do. That each one of them has an idea what is a blog and what he wants to talk about in his blog.
Doha, thank you for sharing. I just want to mention that you have 1 minute to sum up your project and let the second group to present.
Okay.
10:30, no?
Noha.
Okay. So I will continue, Doha.
Girls, you have 1 minute to conclude. I'm sorry.
Okay, to the reflect. Okay.
Okay. So this is one of the we use to facilitate the student learning process. Next, Duha. Duha, next.
So how the evaluation, how we evaluated our students. We evaluated our students by the rubric. As you saw before in the worksheets, we taught them about introduction, body, conclusion. We spoke about grammar. We taught them some vocabulary. Like we wanted to evaluate them about things that we already taught at class.
What about, okay, the reflection? I think the main success in our project, okay, I think the main success in our project that we came up with something interactive, effective, and suitable for students' age. Although we had the minimum resources, we barely had a projector, for example, and this couldn't be happened or the project itself without the direction of our master teacher Ines Mahajri and of course Dr. Ina. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think the process was very challenging. However, it was interesting, and I think it enables me to find the abilities of my students and their level. Also, I think the lecture during the practice week helped us a lot. They advised us, they gave us a lot of tips, and that made the project become successful.
Okay, so I want to say that the practice teaching week was very stressful and hard, but also although at the same time it was productive, and we learned about our students. We got the chance to teach them every day and to know each one of them and each level of each student. And I want really to thank all the lecturers who came to observe us, because each one of you contributed and give us ideas to move on to the next lesson. So thank you all.
Okay, so thank you very much, girls. And I think all of us can learn how important it is for our students to see us, all of us, not just me, not just the madricha, but also lecturers from the department. The input is extremely important, and we practice that during practice teaching weeks. So thank you. Okay, so the second project was a Makif Rabin project. So Alice, Lauren, and Nehorai, please, and 10 minutes, no more.
Okay, so it's 10 minutes at the most, and then we're going to go out on a break.
One more project.
Alice?
One second. Okay, here. Okay. So we've been teaching in Rabin School, as Ina said. Okay, so a little bit about the school. So Rabin is an educational facility that is consisted of junior high and high school. Students between the 7th grade and to the 12th grade study there for various courses of study, such as science or computer science. The school is located in Yudalef neighborhood and serves learners from the area. The English department consists more than 10 teachers, so it's a very big department. So here are some pictures of the school. Okay, so okay, one second. Teaching during the pandemic. The beginning of the year. No,
Yes.
Yes, I presented.
Sorry.
At the beginning of the year, as you all recall, the corona pandemic was at its peak, and there was a lot of uncertainty regarding the education system. We didn't know where we were going to do our teaching practice because no school was willing to accept students because of the situation. Luckily, Inat from Kifraben is the only teacher who agreed to accept us, and we started working with her classes. Our classes took place in Zoom, which was a new challenge for us and put a lot of difficulties in front of us, alongside a new experience we gained.
Okay, so the challenges in the Corona period, we had to teach through Mashov, through the Mashov. It's like Zoom, but schools use this format. So the students did not have to turn on their microphones or their cameras. So it was very difficult to know if they were participating during the lessons or and if they understood the material well. And after we went back to teaching at the school frontally, we didn't know the students. So it took us a number of lessons to get to know their names and how to approach everyone and know how to manage the class properly.
Okay, so back to school. When the government, the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Health decided to allow frontal teaching, first of all, we were very excited to see our students, talk to them and get to know them finally. But we also knew that it would be quite a challenge after a long year of studying from home. Nehorai.
Yes. So I thought, let's start from the beginning. So I taught at Mickey Frabin from the beginning of the year until I went back to school. I taught at 8th grade. But when we went back to teaching frontally, Loren and I switched with our classes, and I taught 9th grade. My class consists of 25 students at an average level, low intermediate level.
Okay, so I've been teaching the 7th grade. Despite of having about 2 or 3 high-level students, most of the students in my class were on a very low level. Some of them were non-readers. So it was a bit of a challenge. Loren.
Okay, so at first I also taught the 9th graders, and then me and I switched. We felt that we are connected more to the second classes, so we switched. I also have 25 students, between 20 to 25, and they are intermediate and advanced.
Okay, so about our project, we chose to teach about ecology. So a bit of a background, why did we choose this topic? We wanted to choose a topic that would be interesting for the students and the educative both. So we chose to talk about ecology, as I said. We wanted to teach them about our planet, about the harm that is being caused to the planet on a daily basis, the dangers of the harm, and how we as individuals can and the society can act in order to help to save our planet. So it was very important for us to do this lesson.
Okay, so as Ali said, this is a very relevant and important topic because this generation is the one that is going to populate and continue the world population. And what we wanted to students to learn is to learn about the ecological problems, to how to deal with them, how to solve them, how not to act. Because these are things that are going on a daily basis. And that's it.
Okay, so we had 3 main goals. So first of all, the first one is to expose our students to the ecological problem. Then to teach the students about the importance of the environment and how to maintain it or to keep it. And the last one is to write a blog or our final product, for example, blog, a poster, and an essay. Each one of us did something else, different.
Okay, so our mutual goals were first to learn, for the students to learn a new vocabulary. For us, it was to teach a new vocabulary. We wanted the students to learn about ecology. We wanted them to work on their reading, writing, and or speaking skills. And we wanted them to create products. So each one of us took his lesson to a different place according to the level of their class. So now each one of us will explain about his or her lesson.
Just want to ask you to keep short. Don't repeat each other if the ideas are the same. And I'm really sorry, but we are very short in time.
Okay.
Okay, I will do it shortly. So my lesson was divided into three parts. First of all, I introduce a new vocabulary, and then my students were asked to practice them as much as they can. Then they read a short story about ecology, which is called One Little Can, which deals with ecological problem. And in the last, their last assignment was to create or to write a solution for ecological problem in a blog. Okay, during this presentation, you can see the results. Okay. No. Okay. So here you can see some examples. What did you do today to save the planet? So first of all, one of them wrote saving energy. I turn off the lights in my classroom before leaving, or recycling. I threw my empty cans to the recycle bins, and so on. Okay, there are many more, but I couldn't show here because it's a picture.
Okay, so in my class, as I said before, it was mostly consisted of low-level students. So I usually mainly focus on teaching vocabulary in various forms, while also providing them content in an engaging way. So on my lesson, I started with teaching new relevant vocabulary. Then we read a short text about ecology, learned about the importance of it, played a short game, and then they were given the task. So the task was for each student to be able to understand the importance of saving our planet and the dangers of pollution, global warming, and so on. The students were required to create a poster in which each student had to think of a problem that interests him, and then think of a solution. They were also asked to draw a picture of the solution. For example, some of the students thought, I will show you, some of the students thought of robots that clean the earth from garbage, or here we can see a picture of, I think that it was related to the weather, a robot that changes the weather. So they were asked to draw something and then explain about the problem and the solution that they thought of. So this was my lesson. And now Lauren's lesson.
Okay, so I started the lesson with a short video about what is ecology. There's a problem with the PPT. About the ecology, after we saw the video, we asked questions, we discussed about it. Then we started learn the new vocabulary. Through cards, they picked a card. Behind the card, there was a word, and this is how they learned the new vocabulary. Then we used the words we learned in the sentence complexion. They did it at first by themselves, and then we did it together. Then I gave them a really short text that explains about ecology, and they had to answer questions. Then in the end, in the second part of the lesson, we focused on the product. The product is because this class had to work more on their writing. So the product I gave them to do is to write 3 paragraphs about a problem that there is out there, ecological problem, and they had to invent their own solution, or to choose, if someone wants to choose something that it's already there. I don't have a picture because they wrote it, they gave it to me, I checked it with corrections, and I gave them back to them. And it was very good. I saw in the product that they learned a lot about ecology, and then I knew that they really learned this lesson.
Okay, so I will sum up. As you can see, we chose the same topic, but each one of us took it to a different direction according to the level of their class and their students. So that's it.
Okay, thank you very much to Makif Rabin students. It was a real challenge to do the project, especially in that school. Like they mentioned, the platform that was used did not actually require, and it was the school's policy not to open cameras and not to open microphones. Everything was done via chat. It was terrible. It's like, it was a real challenge. So I'm sure that even though the conditions were very difficult, the students did their best. And in the end, they came up with an interesting, comprehensive project. So thank you very much. And we have the last, I know that we are 10 minutes left. We are 10 minutes late, but Iman has to present. She was all by her own in Al-Fura school. So Iman.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Let me share my screen.
Just the difference between the 3 projects, 2 were done face-to-face, and Iman's project was actually done on Zoom.
Okay. My project was about social media safety. First of all, I'm Iman Gaboa. I'm a 4th-year student, and I taught in Al-Fura school. This is a short video about where is the school located. Okay. social media safety, the objectives and the goals of this project is to explain how to remain safe when using social media, make a plan for safe social media usage, explain why it is important to be safe when using social media, and students at the end create their own posters and present them orally to the rest of the class. The class that I taught was 9th grade. Their level was weak. And also because we were online, I didn't have the chance to see them. I didn't meet them. I only talked to the computer. I didn't saw them. They were all the time with camera off. So first of all, I introduced the topic for them. We talked about what is social media safety. We had a discussion. And because they are 9th graders, teenagers, they liked the topic, they liked the subject. And then we did activities. I used tools like Wordle. They like it. And I saw that they also start to participate when they saw these activities. I said that we have discussions, and until we get to the final product, which was creating posters. I assessed them I told them to write a draft about your poster, explain why you chose this poster, explain a little bit about it, and submit it to me. Then you can use the website Canva to create the posters like this. I will share this with you. I will show you what the students did. They were girls, most of them. Here's an example I did to show them just how to work. I shared this Google Slides with them. This is Khadija, and this is the poster that she did. Check before you post. This was her main idea. Shuruk, most of them, because it's a weak class, didn't write a long paragraph or something. They prefer to create the Canva website because it was really fun to work with. Be smart, be safe, talk to us, and so on. Don't talk to strangers, it's dangerous. So our presentation. Experience with this and what I learned from the online experience. It was my first time to teach through Zoom, and I thought I was ready to teach online. However, I didn't know what to expect or how difficult it would be. The most important question that remained in my mind was how I would be able to connect with my students. It is difficult to establish connections online, and I learned from teaching face-to-face in a classroom that connection is a key to student engagement. I mentioned that these students didn't open their cameras, and they only 2 of them participated. It was a little bit difficult to me, but I overcome this. The good thing, I learned how to approach students, even though their cameras were off. I was able to identify the problem and solve it with many methods. For example, the tools that I used, like creating a supportive environment. I used a mix of learning tools for better engagement, like Wordle, like Reel of Fortune, and so on. And all of this helped us to move on in this difficult semester that we taught all online. Fortunately, I had the chance to meet them in the second semester when we were all back to the schools. And that's it. That's my end of my presentation. Thank you.